Hi Facebook family, I hope you're all having an awesome Friday if you're in my side of the world, or you could be in another part of the world. It could be still Thursday for you, but I just wanted to jump on. This is just going to be a really quick, short and sweet live stream because I've had quite a few clients today, and the conversation, the patterns have been really similar, and I wanted to share it with you. So if you're on the live stream, let me know that you're here. Let me know where you're from. Hey Tareen, how you going? Let me know where you're from, because I love knowing who's watching me live. I just jumped on, but for some reason it didn't work. It didn't take me live. Hey Marilyn, how you going? All right, this is what I want to quickly chat to you guys about. It's about self-sabotage, right? Self-sabotage and why we do it. Now, to give you an example, I was talking to a client today who is like, I know that I'm sabotaging myself. I know that I've got these habits that aren't serving me, this mindset that's not serving me. I know I'm sabotaging myself, but how do I stop it, right? How do I stop sabotaging myself? How do I fix it? And the thing is, and this is what I made her realize, right? I said, you know why. We've had these conversations. We've gone back to the roots, back to your past, and we've dug it all up, and we've become aware now. You've become aware of where your ego is trying to protect you, where your ego is going, I've been here before, I've done this before, I felt this before, and I don't want to feel it again. So now I'm going to protect myself. You know what you're doing to sabotage yourself. But the problem is, right, we get so fixated on the how. We know we're sabotaging ourselves, but then we go, yeah, but how do I stop, right? How do I stop? How do I change that? How do I change that? We overcomplicate it when it doesn't need to be complicated, right? Hey John, how you going? Hey Marilyn. It doesn't need to be complicated. And this is what I want to explain to you. And I really want to explain this to you guys in a way that it is clear, because you guys need to get it, right? And tell me if you guys relate to this. Tell me if this is something that you do. You know that you sabotage yourself. You know that you're doing something that isn't serving you, whether it's a negative belief, whether it's a habit that you're doing, whether it's a certain action you keep doing, or thought, or your language. You know what isn't serving you, and you keep doing it, right? But the thing is you spend so long trying to dissect it, trying to pull it apart, and you're going, okay, I need to find, why do I keep doing this? I know that I'm sabotaging myself. I know it's not serving me, but why do I keep doing this? And then you spend your time dissecting and analyzing the entire situation. And this is what my client was doing. This is what I made her realize, right? This morning when I was talking to her, she would ask herself, why do I keep doing this? And it's like she was digging. She was digging through the hole that she was never going to get to. She had to find the exact reason why she was doing what she was doing, without realizing that she already knows why, because we've already had these discussions. We've already found the reasons as to why she's sabotaging herself. But she was still digging. She's still going, no, I've got to find it. I've got to find exactly why I'm sabotaging myself, because if I don't find it, I can't change it. Without realizing she's already found the answer, right? And the how to self-sabotage, to stop self-sabotaging, is knowing that you're self-sabotaging. Understanding why, right? Realizing why we self-sabotage normally happens in 1 or 2 sessions. We go back to your past. We talk about events. We talk about things that you've gone through that haven't been favorable. And then we get to the why. Okay, this is why you respond the way you do. This is why you act the way you do. This is why you think the way you do. Because of all these shitty things that have happened in the past that have basically, carved out who you are today, and how you respond today, and the person that you are today. The how to overcoming self-sabotage is just knowing that. Stop overcomplicating it. Stop making it more difficult than what it has to be. The how is simply knowing where this hurt is coming from. Once you know that, and this is where clients get stuck, right? Once you know where it's coming from, if you choose to then continue self-sabotaging, that is then a choice. That is a choice. That's not a subconscious unknowing. It's a subconscious unknowing when you don't know why you're sabotaging yourself, when you haven't gone back to your past and you haven't thought about, okay, where has this happened before that my ego is trying to protect me now? Once you've figured that out, once you know, it then becomes a conscious choice, a conscious decision if you choose to keep sabotaging yourself. But what my client was doing, and this is what so many people I talk to do, right? They go, yeah, but there's got to be a reason. Like, I know that I'm sabotaging myself. I know this is why I feel that way. But how do I fix it? I've got to work out exactly why. You don't need to work out exactly why. You already know why. If you get hurt in the past, right? Someone does something to you that makes you feel shit. And then you meet someone else in the future that's bringing up the same sort of emotions for you. So then you start creating the same scenario over and over and over again. You're then going to respond, or I should say react in a way that's self-sabotaging because you're attaching it to what's happened before, right? If this is making sense to you, if you guys do this, let me know in the comments below. Leave your comments below. Let me know if this sounds all too familiar for you. You think that you need to get to the crux of exactly why you do what you do. Otherwise, then you can't get over it. That is a load of BS. The how is self-awareness, guys. I am constantly going on about self-awareness. Self-awareness is the how. You want to know how to overcome your self-sabotaging habits and your mindset and your behavior? Become self-aware. That's how you move through it. Stop trying to sieve through sand and find an answer that you really don't need to find. It's like, you know what happened in the past. You know what hurt you, but it's like you need to keep digging for more. You're looking for something that you're never going to find. The answer is already within you. You already know what the answer is. You already know why you self-sabotage. So if you are continuing to self-sabotage yourself, that then becomes a choice. It's not a subconscious decision that you are making. That then becomes a choice. You know the cause. You know where you're attaching it to, the past, the ego, all of that. That's enough for you to change. But so many people out there think there's another step, there's a secret strategy, there's a secret method, there's something else we need to know to make the change. There isn't. The how is making a conscious decision that you're now going to be doing something different. You are now choosing to think a different way, to do something different, to change your habits, to change what you've always been doing. That is the how. How is having a level of self-awareness. That's it. Stop overcomplicating the how, right? So in a nutshell, if you're sabotaging yourself in your life somewhere and you know that you're sabotaging yourself, stop digging further than what you need to. If you're self-sabotaging, ask yourself, get a coach or find someone that can help you find a place in your past where you're attaching it to, right? Hey Asti, hey Anna, Max, very well done, awesome. Find a place in someone that can help you. Go back to your past, right? And go, okay, this is why you're self-sabotaging. This is why you're feeling this way. This is why you do what you do. This is why you are carved and programmed the way you are. Because this is what your past looks like. And now this is how you're responding as an adult. Your future self, your present self. This is how you're responding. That is enough for you to be able to make the change. Stop making it more complicated. Stop looking for another answer. The answer is self-awareness. You know, when things trigger me, when I get upset about something, because believe me, I do. I've had insecurities just like the rest of you, right? I've got a past. I've got shit that I've gone through, right? When something triggers me, if I'm self-sabotaging and I know that I'm self-sabotaging, I don't go digging for another answer or to try and find the answer. I already know. It's a simple conversation that I have to have with myself. It's, all right, Elisa, why are you feeling triggered here? Why are you feeling insecure here? Why are you feeling fear here? Where in your past have you felt this before? Where are you trying to have control? Where are you trying to protect yourself? Once I know that, that's my how. That's how I'm going to overcome the fear. That's how I'm going to overcome the self-sabotage. Because if I choose to keep self-sabotaging when I know why I'm doing it, like I said, that then becomes a conscious choice. You can no longer use the excuse that, oh, but I don't know why I do this. I don't know why I do what I do. I don't know why I'm sabotaging myself. Because you do know. You've worked it out. You don't need to find the exact answer. It's a knowing. Just make a different decision. Make a different choice. Do something differently, right? We got Asti, preach it, girlfriend. Hey, Leora. Marilyn, how do we know when it's fear, ego over misalignment? Fear and ego, misalignment is the same thing, Marilyn. It's the same thing. If you're feeling fear and your ego is taking over, you're somewhere in your life, you're feeling misaligned, right? Somewhere in your life, you're feeling misaligned. Fear and ego is only driven from not feeling in alignment, right? So it's the same thing. And always listen to your body. Fear and ego is, all right, I'm bringing something up from my past here. Something from my past is making me feel this way. You're never going to feel fear. Your ego is never going to come into play when you're feeling in alignment. So it goes hand in hand. If you're feeling not in alignment in somewhere in your life, ask yourself why. How is your body responding to that? Why is it bringing up fear? You know, fear is not a bad thing, guys. I always talk about overcoming fear and busting through fear. And while that is so true, fear is not a bad thing, right? There are two types of fear. And I'm sure you guys have heard this before. If you're in the safari and you've got a lion chasing after you, you want to get your ass out of there, right? But if you've got the kind of fear that is you're onto something good and you know it and you feel expanded, you feel excited, you feel motivated, but you've got fear, then it's a good sign. That's a good fear, right? That's a fear that you want to be listening to. That's the sort of fear where I help my clients conquer that. I help them overcome that. Because you don't want to let fear sabotage you in those circumstances. If it's something that you know is good for you, something that you feel awesome about, excited about, but you've got that, I call it healthy fear, right? But if I was in the safari, I wouldn't be telling my clients, oh, just, you know, it's all right. Just don't be scared of the lion. Just stand there and just let it come to you. Just, you don't have to feel the fear. I'd be saying, get your ass out of there, right? There's a difference. So just ask yourself, is that misalignment coming from fear because something just, you know, something doesn't feel right? Or does something feel, do you feel excited about something? Right? Do you feel excited about something and it's just a matter of you going, all right, fear, I'm not going to let you sabotage this for me. I'm not going to let you get in the way of what I'm excited about here, what I know I want to do. Right? That's the difference. Asti. I can help. I'm a qualified counsellor and community service worker and I'm a holistic health coach. We should collab. So much truth to your video. Awesome. Definitely, Asti. Send me a message. Ego comes from your prejudgments based on your experience and perception to those experiences. Exactly. It's all perception, right? You can have two people go through exactly, that was 4 then, I can count 2. You can have 2 people go through exactly the same circumstance, exactly the same event, yet they can both perceive it completely differently, right? You can have two people bring across the same message, but yet say it so differently, but their message is still the same. It's all about perception, right? A lot of you guys watching this video, a lot of you guys that follow me because you resonate with me, right? You resonate with what I say and how I say it. But there's plenty of other coaches out there that say what I say, but maybe you just don't resonate with them. Maybe it just doesn't click with you when they say it, right? And there's people out there that probably watch me and don't resonate with me, yet they listen to another coach and they resonate with them. It's all about perception, like you said, and your emotions. You can't feel anything if you haven't attached an emotion to it. I always say that. We can't feel anything unless we've attached an emotion. Simple, right? So I hope this video has helped you guys. I really hope it's shed some light around self-sabotage and how to overcome it. The answer is self-awareness. You already know the answer. If you know why you're self-sabotaging, that's enough to change it. Don't go digging for more. Don't go looking for more, thinking there's another element to the situation here, right? Just knowing it is enough. Know why, and then understand if you still choose to self-sabotage, that's a choice and that's your own doing. You can't blame your subconscious mind then. You can't blame a not knowing then. That's now a choice. All right? So if you guys have any questions around this topic, please leave them below. If this has helped, if this resonates with you, if you get it and understand it, let me know. Share it with someone that you think needs to hear it, because it's an important message, guys. It's something that I get asked all the time. I know why I'm self-sabotaging, but how do I overcome it? How do I stop? How do I find out why I'm really self-sabotaging? You know the answers already, right? The first step is knowing you self-sabotage. Exactly. And that's it. That's all you need to know. I promise you, when I say there is no trick to this situation, there's no trick to overcoming self-sabotage, guys. There really isn't. There isn't something I know that you don't know, that I'm not telling you, or that coaches know that we're not. There isn't a secret solution. It's self-awareness. Once you know it, you can then change it. And you can no longer blame your subconscious mind or your unknowing of something, right? Go back. Recognize where in the past you're attaching this fear, this emotion, this self-sabotage, and that's how you change it. Don't go digging for more, right? The answer is right in front of you. You don't need to overcomplicate it. All right? That's it from me, guys. Like I said, if this has helped, let me know below. Share it with someone that you think needs to hear it. And I will chat to you guys soon. Enjoy the rest of your day or night wherever you are in the world. Bye.